Hello guys, welcome to Project Progress Demo Video 5. In this demo video, we're going to talk about the UI implementation we have done for our project. We have planned to do an UI implementation to show the snot alerts. So uh, this is our design which we have thought of. The snot will be running on node and not, and we would like to show all the alerts it creates on the log file on a nice web UI, which is running on a Flash server. We had a quite few of challenges. We know that the internal node doesn't directly connect to the internet. So we had to locally run the database instance. That was one of the challenges we faced. So basically, we run the software not on a not, and we take the alerts which it generates, and this Python server looks at these alerts on in the log file, and it transfers all the new alerts and in real time to the database. So the Python server will be running alongside the software snot, and the server will be polling the log script. Uh, and whenever the data gets added to the log script, it sends the data in real time to MongoDB. From the MongoDB server, we are connecting the Flash server, where the Flash server gets all the data which is dumped by this main Python server and shows it on a user interface. For this, we'll do a small run through through the code. So I'll take you guys to the code for this. So this is the code. This is the server code where we use Flask. Flask is like a uh, bare bones server through which you can configure APIs and serve templates. And we have PyMongo. PyMongo is the MongoDB connector for Python. So basically, what we do is we are accessing this MongoDB database, and we are rendering a template. So we'll talk more about this template little later. So these are the data which are retrieved from the database. So we format this database and send it to the user interface. Next, we'll go into the HTML file. So this is the HTML file we created. To show all the data in a nice tabular format, we have made use of data tables. Data tables does AJAX calls to the server.py, where server.py in turn collects the data from the MongoDB and sends it back to the data table. So the data table gets this JSON. This JSON uh, is then put into columns, and we do have many settings which we have configured for this uh, for this UI, like for that table. Um, and it and we have used Bootstrap with the UI. So now we will just try to start this UI, and let us see the functionalities we have created. So the server is up and running on this port. So we'll open that. So here we can see that this is our web page which we have created. So that this is the data table which I was talking about. All these JSON entries are nicely fed into the table, and the good thing about data tables is we don't have to do a lot of handling. And more than that, when these Ajax calls refresh every 10 seconds so that we fetch the latest data from the database. And we have done pagination where we can grab data uh, and put it in a very nice manner. We do have the filters, and one of the challenging part was to include the all table search. So I think we would the person would like go for search for UDP packets. If they wanted ICMP packets, it will list only ICMP. Or if you want a particular destination port like 8822 we found here, so it will show that. Or if you want a message or a kind of action you want, like a drop, so you can even we can you can filter it out. Of course, the date and the time are everything is in descending order, so that the latest entries are served first. Yeah. And this was the UI which we have generated. And in the final implementation, we will connect this UI with the server which runs on the node n naught. Thank you so much, guys.